Subscribe, follow, like, share. Last Bell Boxing. These guys give you all the exclusives, and next time I get my fight date, it's going to be exclusive on here as well. So make sure you give them all a follow.
Hello, welcome to the latest edition of Last Bell Boxing. Joined by regular Sean. How you going, Sean?
Hi, mate. All good. Thank you. Yourself?
All good, thank you. All good. So let's talk about all things Nick Ball. It wasn't meant to be that tough, was it, Sean? It wasn't meant to be that tough last night. So obviously, Sam Goodman, Australian, coming up in weight to fight Nick Ball. Was it a case of Nick Ball underperforming, or did we learn a little bit about Nick Ball when he comes in with a boxer rather than a fighter, Sean? Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, mate. I think with Nick Ball, he only appears to have one way of fighting, doesn't he? And that's come forward, aggressive. He obviously suits him when he's up against a much taller opponent, so he can get on their chest and be in a phone box. And obviously that wasn't the case last night. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a good fighter. He's our only current world champion, as we know at present.
Male world champion.
Male, yes, yeah, male world champion. So he's doing something right, but yeah, it was just a bit lackluster, I thought. I don't know if it was the fact he's obviously used to fighting in Liverpool, having 5, 6, 7,000 there cheering him and beckoning him on, whereas there was probably about 300 people at the push there last night.
Yeah,
so
the attendance wasn't great, was it, last night when it panned
around
the arena?
So I don't know if that sort of had an effect on him and he was a bit flat for that reason, but I just felt he was a bit lackluster through the fight, really.
So where would you take Nick Ball then, before we come back onto the fight? People are talking about him clearing the belts up in that weight division. People keep talking about Inoue, which can't help him in terms of focus. I know he's a professional fighter, and everything we spoke about is where he's laser focused on whoever his next opponent is. But let's have it right, Sean. If someone keeps dangling that carrot of the Inoue fight, it could take a bit of your focus away, right?
Yeah, I think so. We've seen it time and time in boxing, haven't we? You just have to look at the card a couple of months ago in Times Square, where it was all set up for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia to fight each other, and look what happened. So, no, it can be a distraction. I think for Nick Ball, I don't think it's wise going for the Inoue fight. I know obviously it is for his bank balance, but in terms of him and his boxing career, I don't think that's a great move at all, to be honest.
And this might be a bit controversial, but I think if he was to fight Raymond Ford again, I think Ray Ford may beat him.
I agree. No, I don't think that's controversial at all, mate. I was probably in the minority, but I thought Ray Ford nicked the original fight that they had. It could have gone either way for me, and I think Ford just done enough. So I think we'll be unlikely to see that fight again for those reasons. Maybe the if he's still the world champion, the Mexican fight that he drew with the world title for, potentially that's a route they could go down. Vargas, is it? Ray Vargas?
Yeah.
So potentially that's a fight for him next. But I think they'll tread carefully on who they match him with.
I mean, I'm a big Nick Ball fan, being a fellow Liverpool fan like Nick is. Yes, I am a day tripper. What I would say is we are learning more and more a little bit of a blueprint against Nick Ball, right? Every time he jumps into a fight, fighters are having a little bit more success and a little bit more success. So I think they've got to be very careful in the matchmaking with, right? Because is he 27, 28? So he's got time left in the game.
Yeah.
But I just fear for him a little bit. I fear for him because I think there's a blueprint developing. Would you agree, Sean?
Yeah, I think so. And as we kind of touched on earlier as well, he doesn't seem to be adaptable in fights. He only has a sort of shell come forward style. And if you're pitted against a really good boxer, so say for example, Sonny Edwards was in his prime and the same weight, I think he would easily beat Nick Ball. So I think there's definitely styles where he should avoid. And I know it's not the most glamorous divisions other than the sort of Inoue region, but I think, as you said, they have to be careful who they put him in with.
So we fast forward 12 months then, Sean. This is up with my headline for the video. Will Nick Ball still be world champion in 12 months' time?
Yes.
I don't think he will. So there we go. That's where we disagree, Sean. Okay. So that's mine and Sean's comments on all things Nick Ball. Agree, disagree, post your comments below. This has been Last Ball Boxing, proudly sponsored by Shaw Building Services and SC Travel. We'll see you on the next video. Cheers, Sean.
Thanks.